Congratulations on hosting this. This is no easy task, is it?
All right. This is going to be just between you and I, okay? It's pretty easy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, all I had to do was stand on the beach and introduce the dances and talk to them. They had to go in and dance with sharks. So, yeah, my job was pretty easy.
I know hosting is not an easy thing because I've tried and I failed. So there.
Oh, okay. All right. If it makes you feel better, it was hell, Tony. It was hell.
It really is a beautifully filmed series.
You talking about our show Dancing with Sharks or just
Yes.
all of Shark Week? Because
Well,
I
all of
think
Shark
both,
Week too, but
yeah, in both cases, I mean the production values historically on Shark Week, are second to none. And for this show, Dances Dancing with Sharks, which when it was pitched to me, I think it's one of the quickest yeses I've ever said to a pitch. Um, yeah, it's really we had a wonderful time in the Bahamas and in Bimini shooting it, and these five shark handlers and this amazing underwater dancer choreographer who helped teach them dance steps with the sharks. The sharks a little harder to coach, very difficult divas. You have to go through their agents and everything.
sure.
But it was, yeah. I'm glad you have enjoyed the production value because I was totally impressed with it myself.
Yeah, because I'm blown away at, how do you choreograph a shark? And yet, you know, they did rather well. And, they're not unintelligent creatures, are they?
That just described a number of the human competitors on Dancing with the Stars in 15 years. Yeah. We led some of them onto the stage with food too.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Are you surprised at the amount of people that love Shark Week?
Not really. I mean, sharks are, I've watched Shark Week occasionally over the years. I'm a bit of a shark neophyte in insofar as having any real expertise, certainly. But they're just mammoth, fascinating creatures, and they exist on the same planet as we do. And God forbid they ever get social media or artificial intelligence and know how to work that because they could take over.
And they probably will. I mean, they've been here a lot
Yeah,
longer than we have.
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
What was the biggest surprise you had in doing the show?
The biggest surprise, it was really being educated by the five contestants, the shark handlers, who do this. They don't dance with them every day, but they're in the water with sharks, all the time. And they dissuaded me from my belief that every shark out there is just waiting for a human to come into the ocean so they can tear them apart. That movie Jaws, I think, created that image of sharks are always human hunting, and they reassured me that's not the case at all. Granted, there are still attacks, but they're from on a percentage basis. I like to think of it this way: like when you're in an exercise program and you're dieting and you're working out and you have a cheat day, right? So you can eat anything you want. My analogy is for sharks, humans are their cheat day.
Yeah, I think
And
so. I mean, we're
yeah,
we're
yeah,
we're soft and yet crunchy on the inside.
it's
And
soft and crunchy. Yeah, it's like yeah, like I'm trying to think of the like a Snickers bar.
yeah, exactly. English toffee.
Like we're like Snickers bars who scream.
Yeah, which is part of the fun,
Right.
according to the sharks. But
Yeah.
um, did as I said, was anything surprising to you that you learned?
Yeah, just that how unnecessary it was to be that overwrought about the of going into the ocean. I've talked to people who won't even go into the ocean at all because they think the sharks are kind of waiting somewhere going, all right, we got one.
Yeah.
So that was and also just watching the real beauty of them in the water with the sharks. It's certainly nothing that I would aspire to do. I had a coward's clause in my contract, but to watch them and do it with such confidence and grace that was, I think that was the biggest. I don't know if it was a surprise, but certainly it inspired me more
Well,
than
was
I
there
would have
talk in planning the
anticipated.
show about having you go under and maybe dance with one of the sharks?
They may have had those conversations, but let me tell you, they wouldn't have gotten very far with them with me.
Yeah, because I think people don't realize how big these things are too.
Oh yeah. Well, like a hammerhead can get to be about 20 feet long, and when you're dancing with them, they always want to lead.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, it's in their contract though, I think.
Yeah, probably it probably is. Yeah, I mean, a shark has another shark as a lawyer, so it works out.
Yeah, remember those old jokes?
Yeah,
Well, that's.
yeah.
Anyway, again, as people discover this, I mean, what do you think they'll take away from watching Dancing with Sharks?
Well, and that's, I think, an important part of it, Tony. It's kind of silly, kind of fascinating, uh, kind of dramatic, but also educational, because woven into not only our show but all of Shark Week is information about sharks that I think make their experience on the planet more realistic. That it's not quite the Steven Spielberg heightened drama thing, but there's a lot of drama to be had, and a lot to learn about. I think there are over like 600 species
Yeah.
of sharks, so it's a whole different world under the sea.
Yeah, and it's wonderful how Shark Week really talks about conservation and the ecology of helping these animals survive.
Yep, yep, yep. Absolutely, absolutely.
Tom,
So so for all the entertainment value, there's a lot to learn as well.
Tom Bergeron, you're my hero as far as game shows. You're the dean of
Oh,
American
stop. Oh,
game show
stop.
hosts, and it's a pleasure always talking with you.
Thank you, Tony. Same here.
Take care and stay out of the water.
I will.